Sergej Milinkovic-Savic replaces Naby Keita. Transfer activity continues at full speed as Liverpool approaches the end of the season. The club recently officially announced the departure of Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Naby Keita, James Milner and Roberto Firmino. With the three names leaving the midfield, there will be a serious quota gap and the Reds are already looking to strengthen their midfield. Liverpool manager Jürgen Klopp appears to have distinguished Lazio phenomenon Sergej Milinkovic-Savic as he prepares for a summer exchange in the transfer market. So what are the latest developments about Sergej Milinkovic-Savic's move to? According to transfer expert Rudi Galletti, Milinkovic-Savic is among the contenders for the summer transfer to Anfield, and Klopp identified the 28-year-old as fit for the club's needs. The Serbian powerhouse has long been the center of Lazio's system, but only has 1 year left in his contract. Therefore, his team is trying to earn as much money as possible. It is said that Napoli will not say no to a fee offer of Euros 40 million. Liverpool really needs to act fast to hit their targets. Premier League rivals Arsenal and Newcastle United both have vested interest in the midfielder and intrigues are likely to solidify in months ahead.
So who can Milinkovic-Savic replace at Liverpool? Optimism is renewed in Marseille.
Curtis Jones has finally found his feet and has played a central role behind his revived club's 7-game winning streak to keep Champions League hopes alive at this late stage, scoring 3 goals in the last 4. Stefan Bajcetic and Harvey Elliott have also played major roles this season, and there's a pleasant vibe to the youthful exuberance that builds up around Liverpool's core. James Milner, Naby Keita and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain are leaving Anfield this summer. Their contracts expire shortly after. And although none of these players regularly occupy a starting dock on the roster, replacing them with top-notch signings will return the Reds to the forefront of European football, is the way to return. Milinkovic-Savic would embody the vision Klopp and his friends with his special skill set rivaling any midfielder in the world, and would be hailed as a beast of a difference by writer Sacha Pisani for his achievements in Rome. The 28-year-old Serb made 338 appearances, scored 67 goals and provided 59 assists for L'Aquila, has definitely cemented himself as one of the top center stars in Italy by winning Coppa Italia and 2 Italian Super Cups throughout his career. He has scored 9 goals and 8 assists this season, and his team is looking to return to the Champions League, placing 4th in Serie A with 3 games left, 4 points ahead of current champions Milan. According to FBref, the £101,000 sterling a week machine has been in the top 5% of its positional peers for non-penalty goal rate, the top 6% for assist rate and the top 1% for antennas earned over the past year, demonstrating the strength it will surpass with its potential rival at Anfield. The magic midfielder will certainly be a good upgrade for Keita, who has been unable to fully perform since his £48 sterling transfer from Leipzig to the club in 2018, as hailed by teammate Ciro Mobile. Despite being an extremely talented and dynamic ace, Guinea has missed 22 games this term due to injury. He broke a miserable record that saw him suffer from 18 separate fitness issues in the medical room during his time at Liverpool. Thus, Milinkovic-Savic will undoubtedly enrich the ranks with his large toolbox and savage demeanor on the field. The Serbian star has once again performed effectively in Lazio this season, proving once again that he is a stable player. Since he is a 28-year-old and experienced player, his adaptation to Liverpool will not be long. Moreover, he has found himself in high-level football for years and does not seem to have any trouble adjusting to the pace of the Premier League. Stefan Bajcetic has suggested that Liverpool have an 18-year-old gem just waiting to explode. Although this season has been an agonizing adventure in Liverpool, achievements do not go unnoticed. Especially this season, due to the problems in the midfield, some young names came to the fore and good game was made in a lost season. Harvey Elliott has been doing well since the start of the season and has proven to be a good option for Klopp next year. Stefan Bajcetic, who started performing in the middle of the league, and Curtis Jones, who gave an effective performance in the last period of the league, succeeded in being the players that made Klopp smile. Klopp is aware that he has good young people in the midfield for the upcoming season, and there may be another addition to the list. Liverpool youngster Stefan Bajcetic has suggested that Kai Gordon could soon return from injury. After being in the Reds' first team last season, Gordon has had a really terrible year this time round. The 18-year-old never fully recovered from an injury that left him out at the back end of last season. The former Derby County winger who promised so much hasn't played a single minute of this campaign. But yesterday Gordon and Bedcetic suggested that a better year could be ahead. Commenting on Keita's post, where he is modelling Liverpool's new home kit for 2023/2024, Bedcetic commented, loading. It's not a definitive confession by any means, but we hope Stefan has some information that we're not privy yet. Fingers crossed that Gordon's injury nightmare is now close to being behind him. That's how he suddenly left the setup. So many Liverpool fans have probably forgotten about Gordon this season. It has been a truly unfortunate year for the young man. But get your mind back to the beginning of 2022 and Keita was billed as the next big thing at the club. Jürgen Klopp described him as outstanding and was clearly willing to give him minutes on the Sears side. You cannot start a Carabao Cup semi-final at the Emirates Stadium at the age of 17 if you do not have the trust of the manager. Surprisingly, the 2-0 win in January last year was the last time we saw Gordon playing for Liverpool. However, the coaches at the AXA training centre are reportedly convinced that the teenager can still be something special. He just has to be in shape. Hopefully when pre-season arrives, Gordon will be ready to send a reminder of how good he can be. While Liverpool are reportedly not looking to replace Roberto Firmino this summer, a spot could open up in the Reds' offensive. In Keita's absence, young Ben Doak stepped into the breach as the young man of the moment. Gordon is just as exciting. If he can return to the field next season, he'll be sure to remind everyone of that fact. James Milner turned down coaching role at Liverpool. After 8 trophy-filled years in the Red, James Milner's time at Liverpool is almost over. However, it turns out that things could have been a lot different if the Premier League's all-time third gamer still didn't have a lot of passion for the game. He added another twist, noting that while at one point, speculation was common that the 37-year-old would accept a new deal,
The number 7 was also offered a role on Jürgen Klopp's coaching staff in an effort to retain his praised leadership and character at the club.
Klopp was allegedly willing to retain Milner, but Milner was directed to explore options elsewhere. Rumors suggest that Brighton could be their next home, with Burnley and his old club Leeds also in chase. The Liverpool boss's statements in January align with this claim and show that Milner's choice to continue playing contradicts Klopp's intention to sign him. Klopp said at the time, "We have different plans for Millie, but Millie wants to keep playing. There may be more fancy players out there, but there is no one with a similar mindset, and that makes him incredibly valuable to us." As we await the official confirmation of Millibot's next destinations, we can't help but appreciate their undeniable contribution to the Liverpool legacy.